It started out with graphene and then it went to functions. I'm doing FOIL to solve X. Next is the expression.
CVA students, week number 25. It's not about perfect. It's about effort. Our grid view for all of our navigating our slides and our game plans, week number 25, February 16th to February 19th, 2021. Later this week, we'll be starting Module 3, Inverting Functions. We also have radical functions and inverses of power functions. 3.1 is what we will be working on. So our learning goal is students will be able to determine functions and inverses on their packets. This is our agenda here. And we'll talk about school news, some CVA evaluations. Room 902 news. Remember, eCadence is a way for you to turn in and get work. I just figured out, I don't know why, there's a link now where you can unsubmit something. So take it back. So if it wasn't full credit, then you can submit it for full credit. But remember, in this class, Aries is your official grade. You don't need to turn in late work for the first 2 assignments because we're having some issues. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second under confusion. Khan Academy is due in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, February 26th, Friday at 8 a.m. I basically just check it at the end of the month. You need a total of 2 hours or 120 minutes. We did that as one of our first assignments for signing up for Khan Academy. If you need a link, you can go to the welcome page under eCadence. Remember, if you need help, you can click on this link and you can we can schedule an appointment with you. Doesn't have to be Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It can be outside that time, but just fill out the link so I know. And then there's also these school tutors that are there to help you for any math subject. Okay, so there was some confusion on assignments 21.4 and 23.4. Basically, it kind of, for some reason, it kind of had some old stuff in there, like stuff from December, like 1.36. And also, I'm getting in a poor turn-in rate. So I'm not sure if it's confusion or just a lack of motivation. We'll talk about that in class in a second. But maybe what's hard is that, I haven't seen you guys for 3 weeks, so only twice in February. So I want you guys to submit this for free. Assignment 21.4 or 23.4. If you didn't get full credit, just resubmit it and then let me know by email. That way I can give you guys full credit. I'll definitely make sure you have those by the 22nd because I don't want it to trigger an evaluation. Let's talk about what happens on an evaluation. Okay, so after these 2 assignments and after the 22nd, not including your test, I'm going to trigger the evaluation based off your grade in class in Aries. The evaluation process at CVA basically says if you're below 60%, or you're not performing at 60% or better, so 60% or below, I have to make contact with you and your parent and document it. I don't like doing it. It's extra work. It's just kind of like pestering you as a teenager. Okay. If it happens a second time for 2 weeks, then I have to do this, fill this stuff out. And basically what it triggers, like all the teachers get together and one of my CVA administrators is now going to reach out. Not a good thing. Don't do it. And then step 3 is the 3rd consecutive week. Not fun. Don't do it. Just get your work done, guys. Okay, that's the evaluation. I'm almost there. I have 100,000 views, but now next step is to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm halfway there with public watch hours. If I do, then it might help me pay for my website. Not anything. But nothing to you, but if you can subscribe, I'd be thankful. All right, we talked about school news, about the evaluation process, and then also, I don't have the date, I think it's on the school calendar, but open house is coming up in 2 to 3 weeks. So some of you guys enjoyed the schedule, the openness, the flexibility of time and your schedule. Tell your friends about that, and they can put an application for CVA for next year. Week 25, what's our essential question? How do you determine functions and inverses? Okay, so you're currently watching week number 25 at a glance. Here's some ways to prepare for your big test that is going to be due. It's opening up this week and is due. So how do you prepare for that test? Assignment 25.4. It's worth 900 points. It's due this coming Sunday at 1 p.m. on eCadence. The first thing you need to do is complete last year's test. Complete it basically just means take it. So fill it out. Yes, I know your period's not there because this was last year. Show all your work on the left-hand side there and the back problems here. Okay. And then it says complete corrections. Okay. Corrections are basically watching this video solution. And as you're watching it and you see the word your problem is correct, then write the word correct. If you were wrong for multiple choice, go ahead and write a complete sentence what you got wrong. I got mixed up between zeros and factors. Okay. On the back side, if you miss it, write the word again, right or wrong. And if you miss it, write a one sentence. For number 9, I didn't realize that you can use the Xbox method for factoring. And then redo the whole problem step by step for the back side, just those 3 problems. Okay. So last year's test and corrections. A lot of students miss the corrections. It might be as easy as just writing the word correct on the right-hand side. Okay, the third one to get the next 300 points is quiz number 9 corrections. Now this is new, where normally I would give you out last year's test, but you've never done corrections on your own quiz or test. Okay, so again, if you need a refresher, there is a video, click on that. But it says go get your work for quiz number 9 on a piece of paper, or go to Edulastic. You can also go to my website, or I just made a hyperlink there. I guess I can just type that. Or blank, okay? So if you click on this, now I'm not quite sure what's happening, guys. Maybe you just bogged down, I'm not sure. But not 100% of the class took the quiz. So you still need to, this is not gonna improve your quiz score, but this is like a homework assignment. Just correct yourself. And if you never took it, just take it and then, correct yourself. Okay? Because these are the types of problems that are going to be on your test. That's why I'm giving it to you. That's why I'm asking you to do corrections. Okay? All right. So those are going to be due on Sunday. Whoops. You also have, I should say, assessment 25.5, which is your chapter 2.1 test. It's going to be in Edulastic. It's going to be live on Tuesday, February 16th at 9 a.m. And it is due the following Monday. So you guys have 6 days to take the test. You should complete it in one sitting. I would save your work if we're going to do corrections later on, because it'll be on your final. And this is just a link to Edulastic. So you just take it in there and then submit. And let's take a look at your assignments just on a whole picture. Okay, these 2 in yellow, this was the confusion one. So again, resubmit it. I know it looks a little bit confusing in the sense that this is just 2.11 and this is 2.12. This is last year's quiz. I don't know what it is. But this is a different last year's quiz. Okay. Some students had mixed them up, which is understandable. Maybe I was confused on eCadence, but hopefully we're clear now. This is 21.4 and this is 23.4. So make sure now you can, I've again enabled it so you can press unsubmit and then submit the correct ones. And then this one is due this coming Sunday. Remember, if you guys need an extra test, like extra study guide, I have an extra version. So last year I gave multiple versions, and here's another one I didn't have. So you just click on this for a blank. It's PDF, you can take it, and then you have the video solutions over here. Okay? Why do you do that? Because practice makes perfect. CVABs, keep at it, guys. It's not about perfect, it's about effort. We'll see you guys. Bye.
It started out with graphene and then it went to functions. I'm doing FOIL to solve X. Next is the expressions. Now I have to see if X is equal to or greater than 3. Now you make that point on the X-axis. Wait, was it a positive 3 or a negative 3?